across the street. I'd like to welcome everybody to our, let me make sure it's 5 o'clock. I'd like to welcome everybody because I know Anna. I would like to welcome everybody to our Brigantine City Council meeting. Please rise for the flag salute. Please remain standing while our Deputy Mayor, Karen Yu, leads us in prayer.
Heavenly Father, we turn our hearts to you. Help us to live peaceful and quiet lives. Let our leaders advocate for peace and unity instead of chaos. May the words that come from their mouths be words that heal our nation. By your grace, help us to live in ways pleasing to you and helpful to those around us. In your name we pray. Please remain standing. We have a tough one again. This is a moment of silence for Sally Suey, who passed on Monday. Sally was very involved in so many activities in Brigantine and was best known for being a secretary at our community school for many years. Sally is survived by her husband, Bob, retired Brigantine firefighter, her mother, Sally Schaefer, her sons, Steve and Jacqueline, Keith and Kyle and Kristen, and she is also survived by her granddaughters, Elena and Cecilia, and her brother Brian Schaefer, his wife Allison, and their 2 children. A viewing for Sally will be held at Keats Plum both Friday evening from 6 to 8, and then at the St. Thomas on Saturday morning from 9:30 to 10:50, followed by a mass at 10 o'clock. Thank you. Please be seated.
Lynn, can you read the Open Public Meetings Act announcement?
This is to advise meeting notices covering this meeting have been sent and posted as required under the Open Public Meetings Act.
Thank you. Dr. we have executive.
Yes, Mayor, we have an executive session with 2 topics, personnel and litigation.
Lynn, can you read the executive session resolution?
Whereas the Open Public Meetings Act permits the exclusion of the public from a meeting in certain circumstances, and whereas this public body is of the opinion that such circumstances presently exist, and whereas the governing body wishes to discuss matters of litigation and personnel, minutes will be kept, and once the matter involving the confidentiality of the above no longer requires that confidentiality, then the minutes can be made public. Now therefore be it resolved that the public be excluded from this meeting. This resolution shall take effect immediately.
We have a motion second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? All right, seeing none, motion passed. Back a little bit. All right, we have a motion and second to return from executive.
I'll make that motion. Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? All right, seeing none, motion passed, meeting's been resumed. George, can you give us a update?
Yes. The council discussed two pieces of litigation and one matter of personnel.
All right, we have approval of our April 3rd, 2024 council meeting minutes. We have a motion second.
So moved.
Second. The questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Abstain.
Lettieri?
Yes.
Haney?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Abstain.
Motion carried.
Approval of our payroll requisition list and operating expenses. We have a motion second.
Second.
Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Yes.
Lettieri?
Yes.
Haney?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
At this time, we'll open it up for public comment. This is public comment on agenda items only. Please come up, state your name and address for the record. Yes, Mrs. Phillips.
Managed bills 30827. Looking at the budget, I noticed that the surplus. My question is, what is causing that? I know that part of the budget is bumped into current budget. And, do you know exactly when you were doing the budget, how much you have in that surplus? As a guide to this, how much you need to, that this budget, understand what I'm saying? And basically, when you're paying taxes for the next year, because part of the budget is going to that current budget. And this is going up, our population is dropping. And I just wondered why we used to think 6 million in December every year was fine. Now it's over 8. So my question is, how is this occurring? Is it deliberate? So you have to say early on, 8.8, it's a lot to have a surplus of.
First of all, the fund balance is created by having additional revenues above what we anticipate or not spending all the money in the budget. This has been a practice of 13 years. It's the amount of fund balance that you increase by, we're also using 425 more, which is just over a penny this year's budget. The rule of thumb is no number is the number that you're looking for. Are we going to make back what we used? If we're not, we will probably make back 3 million, but not by a lot. So the change won't be. You have different revenues that are, there's one state aid in here that might not be next year, so we'll need to cover that. It's $68,000. You have an aggressive capital plans coming up. There is no too much fund balance. We are using the fund balance to offset some of these tax increases.
No, when you look at the way you're looking at it, but if it keeps going, it would seem to be there's a pattern that perhaps you're following
It keeps
or
going up every
setting.
year, and we keep budgeting more of it. So it's there, it's not that fund balance is going up, but we use that fund balance to support the budget. 3 million to 3 million. 420.
No, I understand. department, big department. Just let the lights keep going. Next year will it be 9 million? That is the fund balance at the end of the year. So it's just something to consider. Thank you.
We have ordinance number 7 of 2024. This is public hearing and adoption. This is to amend various sections of the code of the city of Brigantine concerning the possession on consumption of alcoholic beverages. We have a motion and second.
I'll make that motion.
At this time, we'll open it up for the public hearing. Anybody wishing to be heard on this issue, please come up. State your name and address for the record. Seeing no public participation, we're going to close the public portion. Is there any council comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Yes.
Lettieri?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Ordinance number 8 of 2024. This is introduction. And this is an ordinance amending chapter 241 of the city of Brigantine to allow for non-motorized scooters and inline skates in the skateboard park. We have a motion second.
I'll make that motion. Second.
Questions or comments?
Just as long as we change the word township, city.
We did.
All right, all right. Okay, mine still says township.
Yeah, sorry.
A lot of people come up and speak to us, all of us. Yeah, yes, I understand.
There's no other questions. We have roll call.
Yes.
Lettieri?
Yes.
Haney?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
We have resolution 2024-68, and this is concurring with the Board of School estimates. Motion second.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
I just give people a brief update. This year's school budget is another tax decrease, with most property owners seeing somewhere between a $20 to $40 savings. This is the 11th straight year of no tax increases for the district. I think this is really impressive because over the last 7 years, the state of New Jersey has cut $1.5 million from state funding from our school. So they've lost that funding and still managed to keep school budgets under control. The superintendent and school board have done an outstanding job of keeping expenses under control while maintaining the high level of services that our Brigantine families deserve. One of the things the school is continuing with is they are continuing to reduce staff through attrition. They have 5 staff members retiring this year. The district is only replacing 3 of those staff members. So one of the things the school is working as the school population has dropped, they have continued to reduce staff members through attrition. They're keeping that policy going and moving forward. The school has a lot of great initiatives. I think one of the most impressive things is the test scores are going up. Our school is doing very, very well now. The state test, they were recognized by the state of New Jersey as a high-performing district. They were also recognized by the National Department of Education for the excellent activities that are going on in the school. The superintendent has had a number of school officials and superintendents from all over the country coming here to Brigantine to look at our programs to see the things that we're doing here. So Brigantine School has become a model for excellence in the country. So we are very proud of working with them. Is there any questions or comments from council? Can we have roll call?
Yes.
Lettieri?
Yes.
Haney?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2024-53. This is the 2024 for municipal budget, public hearing and adoption. We have a motion and second. Second.
Yes, so tonight is the public hearing. The first state exam this year. And one revenue that we anticipated for an even 150,000 increased to 102,224. There's a couple of changes that we're going to be proposing after the public hearing is done. Not affect the tax levy, not affect the tax rate, just moving some stuff around. And a couple of changes in expenses. It's the same tax rate increase that you had before. The budget is to show you how frugal you are in your spending. You could spend another $1,507,000 if you wanted to. And you could levy in taxes another $1,779,000 if you wanted to. But that's not the desire. We've run tight, frugal budgets for years. That's one of the reasons why our fund balance stayed stable, was one offset last year. But it did go up. One of the reasons that it went up was interest on investments, but from 0.2%, 5.2%. So you made $400,000 extra interest, but look at the budget, we have an increase in debt service. The interest on the notes went up by the same amount because the rates on the notes went up. So even though it looks like we did well, we did count that as revenue. But we also now are going to have appropriation. So all in all, it's extremely good. Like I said, you meet both caps by wide margin. The state approved to adopt. It's a nice public.
All right, this time we'll open up to the public. Any questions heard on the budget, please come up, state your name and address for the record. See no public participation, we'll close the public portion. For any council comments.
I'll certainly say thank you to Al, first year in with the budget, first budget for the city manager. Leon, always fabulous. And the fact that 23 towns in Atlantic County that we constantly come in year after year after year. No tax increase or a minimal tax increase, and where tax rate is lower than it was 10 years ago, just says it all. So thank you, appreciate it. And thank you to the department heads also for doing an excellent job staying in budget and working so hard. We appreciate it all.
Leon, yeah, thank you, that concise assessment there, Albert, thank you as well. Just regarding use of the word frugal, I couldn't agree more. At the same time, we see something that needs to be addressed, we address it. We don't go overboard. We just part with our money. So, thank you very much.
I just think this is a very sound, very conservative budget, as it is year after year. And coming next year, we've got a lot of work being done, a lot of infrastructure work, a lot of capital improvements being done, and we're still one of the lowest in the county. I've been reading in the press all the different municipalities that are settling their or approving their budget. They're 3.6, 4.5, and we're very, very. Thanks for all your work. All you guys.
One thing I want to add is, talking to a number of other mayors and elected officials, inflation is having a major impact on most municipalities' budgets, and some municipalities are having a hard time staying under the state caps laws. According to the Consumer Price Index, inflation rose by 3.5% last year. And I think that's hurting not just municipal budgets, but I think it's hurting everybody's budgets. Money doesn't go as far as it used to. We're doing a great job of keeping expenses under control. Our employee salaries are down this year, so we're trying to hold the line where we can. We're making major investments back in the city. We have more than 26 million planned capital improvements for the next 6 years. We're improving our roads, our beaches, our recreation facilities, our public buildings. We're going to be making significant investments into our water and sewer systems due to the state mandates. And that's, a big challenge that a lot of municipalities, actually every municipality in the state of New Jersey is facing right now. I know Mike touched on this. Tax increase in 10 years. The 2024 tax rate, our local tax rate continues to remain lower than it was. I don't know if there's any municipality in the state of New Jersey that can say that. And I think that goes to the hard work of our city manager, our department heads, and our employees. We spend what we need to spend when it matters, but everybody does a great job holding that line. I'm very proud of the work. So thank you very much. If there's no other comments, roll call.
Yes. Lettieri?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2024-69. This is amending the municipal budget. We have a motion second.
Second.
Yes, that amendment was what I was talking about. Minutes ago. Made a couple changes in revenues, a couple changes in expenses, but no overall change to the actual total budget itself for the wage tax.
Any questions or comments from council? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Yes. Lettieri?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
I want to say one more thing. It's so good. Here we are adopting this budget tonight and not one person to get up basically in the public comment section here. Have any problem with it. It's just a reflection of the hard work. Thanks again, and I vote yes.
Yes. All right, now resolution 2024-70. This is adoption of the municipal budget. Motion second.
I'll make that motion.
Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call? Sorry.
Be it resolved by the council members of the city of Brigantine, county of Atlantic, that the budget herein before set forth is hereby adopted and shall constitute appropriation for the purposes stated in the sums therein set forth as appropriations and authorization of the amount of $24,243,098.70 for municipal purposes and $16,878,682 for school purposes in type 1 school districts, only to be raised by taxation. That's it.
Just checking out those points. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Yes.
Lettieri?
Yes.
Hany?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
So you've done for another year.
Thanks, Leon. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Zach. Really good.
So we have resolution 2024-71, and this is rejection of bids for the reconstruction of beachfront parking lots. Bids came in much higher than anticipated, so it was a recommendation of our, engineer to reject the bids and bid. A motion second.
Second.
Questions or comments? Seeing none, we have roll call.
Yes.
Lettieri?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2024-72, and this is a resolution by the city of Brigantine, New Jersey, authorizing purchasing city camera surveillance systems for the municipal buildings under state contract 17FOD-00244 from Blum USA Incorporated. This is the amount of $113,296.99. Motion second. Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Yes.
Lettieri?
Yes.
Hany?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2024-73, and this is a resolution of the City Council of the City of Brigantine authorizing entry into a contract with Green Whales Inc. for race directing services associated with a special event known as the Brigantine Triathlon to be held in August of 2024. Motion second. Questions or comments? We have roll call?
Yes.
Lettieri?
Yes.
Hany?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2024-74. This is a resolution by the city of Brigantine authorizing change order number 1 to the contract between the city of Brigantine and West Bay Construction for reconstruction of various storm sanitary sewers. And this is the amount, $9,163.69. And this is for additional materials needed for the job. Motion second. Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Yes.
Lettieri? Hany?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2024-75. This is adding additional change fund for the Brigantine Municipal Court. This is in the amount of $100. We have a motion second. Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Yes.
Lettieri?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2024-76, and this is authorizing the lending of beach badges to Community Presbyterian Church. We have a motion second.
So moved.
Second. Questions or comments? Yeah, we do this every year. There's missionaries that come to Brigantine. I think the number's about 25 beach badges. And we give it to them. They use it when they're here. They give them back when they're done. And I think it's very much in line with the charitable stuff that we do. All right, so we had a motion second. There's no further comments. Can we have roll call?
Yes.
Lettieri?
Yes.
Hany?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
So we have resolution, this is a late addition, I apologize, everybody. Resolution 2024-77, and this is a resolution for authorization for auction of surplus property for the city of Brigantine. We have a motion second.
I'll make that motion. Second.
Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Yes.
Lettieri?
Yes.
Hany?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
We have our consent agenda. We have the Brigantine Beach Volleyball Association tournament, camps, and beat request, and the Brigantine Elks walkout on drugs request. A motion second.
Second.
Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Yes.
Lettieri? Hany?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, this time we have our council manager committee discussions. All right, of course.
No, no.
All right, departments. Turn it over to our deputy mayor, Karen View.
All right. This weekend is the Cherry Blossom Festival. I see some of the cherry blossoms, especially over here next to the library, are starting to open up. Hopefully they will be in full bloom by Saturday. We need a little bit of sunshine between now and then. Available on Facebook is a digital map of all the trees on the island for people to go around, ride your bike, drive your car. There is a tea being held at the VFW, which has been sold out. They're also offering photo time in the side yard here at the library. Come bring your family, take family photos by the trees. And also there's story time, games and crafts being held at the library. So hopefully it's going to be a nice day and everybody will come out and enjoy the nice spring weather. Farmers market needs volunteers. They need setup people, breakdown people, and it's not for the entire day. You don't have to be there all day Saturday. You can help set up, you can break down. They need a safety coordinator. They need greeters and customer services. So please see me or anybody from the green team if you're looking to get involved. That's it.
Thank you, Mayor. This past Saturday was our annual baseball and softball parade. A great turnout, plenty of boys and girls there. Just a involved, the way, Tom Rapici has, we've spoken about this quite often, and rightfully so. The job Tom has done is an amazing one, just revitalizing our whole baseball and softball program, drawing many children in when we've kind of our local school, time just dropped off. He really kind of defied reality with that and just got more kids to come out and get involved because he's made the program wonderful. That's why. So we had some dignitaries there. It was a great, it was a nice day. Walked up the avenue, and best of luck to boys and girls of summer. Just going to say that time to turn around and best of ways. There's another business opening up, it seems, and it's just really a nice testament to the city to see that our town is just more than just evolved over time. Just really come to the front of Philadelphia to points north and wherever that people know more about Brigantine and what a great spot it is. So, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Art Club, all the volunteers and veterans to look after the city. Again, it's the volunteers that volunteer for the city. I'm going to say congratulations. That's 5 pages of notes. Again, baseball, again, great, always good time. It's funny, we were talking, you know, all the coaches that we are coaching now. Fans down. And last but not least, just want to say my prayers for others. Fantastic lady. Funny. Yeah, my prayers for others.
Director extraordinaire.
No races coming up anytime soon. Thanks for everyone coming out. It's not so nice night, but we appreciate your support and everything. Economic Development Committee, as we just heard, had another business open up in town. Things are good, economically speaking. A lot of growth, as you know, in real estate. Cultural Arts Commission this Sunday. You have never seen an opera in your life. This Sunday is the time to see one at the Cove at 2 o'clock. Madame Butterfly. It's an excellent story written by Puccini about a U.S. naval person and a young Japanese girl. So if you're not doing any, you don't have any plans Sunday afternoon, 2 o'clock at the Cove, and it's upstairs. So there's only been a few things upstairs. So it's going to be a great afternoon. I would invite everybody out there. So other than that, that's about all I have. Any troubles? You know where to find me. My number's on the front page of the Brigantine Times, and I'm always available. So thank you.
I'd too like to take minutes to recognize Tom Peachy. He has done an outstanding job as our baseball and softball commissioner. And if you look, since he's taken over the league, he's almost doubled the program. And I think that's really impressive. They have a lot of kids there because of all of the excitement that's going on with baseball and softball. The school actually started a team as well. So it's good to see that growing. We had our superintendent throwing out the first pitch. I know one of the catchers down there was the fire chief's daughter, so it's very impressive. She did a great job. And again, really impressed with all the parents and coaches and volunteers. It's literally like mobilizing a small army, but it's great to see so many kids so excited playing baseball. Tom did a real good job with his sandlot games, getting kids together on Thursdays, giving kids something to do in the summer, as well as the fall ball tournaments going on. And I think that's probably one of the most important things that kids need is to be involved in something. They need good adults, good mentors in their life. And I know that our softball and our baseball program really does that for them here at Brigantine. So we are thankful for that. All of us were very happy to participate in the opening day ceremonies this weekend. Yeah, we did announce there that we're gonna be making some major improvements to the fields, repairing and replacing the fences, repairing and replacing the nets that run along the fences that keep the balls from going out. And also too, we're gonna be upgrading, repairing the lights down there, moving over to LED lights. I think it's time to make investment in there and programs grow. I think our kids deserve it. Council very proud to see that happen. So I'd like to thank Tom for all his work, John for helping us getting that together, and Dennis for all your work. Recreation Commission getting this together. So it's been a good program. Definitely much needed. I want to make an appointment. I need to make 3 reappointments tonight to the Brigantine School Board. So it'll be reappointing Frank Cook, Dave Barone, and Leanne Gunther. So make that appointment. I want to give an update on the Cove Beach erosion. We sent out an update to the homeowners. Basically, originally, the Army Corps of Engineers had told us that an immediate short-term solution that they would support would be basically putting sandbags out there. Army Corps came down and did an on-site, I guess, visit to the location and determined that sandbags would no longer be a viable option. One of the things they were concerned, I guess, with the pounding waves there, that the sandbags wouldn't last more than a couple of days. They were concerned that the sandbags would then, because it would take thousands of sandbags, would then float out into the inlet, causing navigation issues. So they have now told us that is no longer an option. We're trying to look into other options. We have had the Army Corps here. We have had the DEP come down and take a look at it as well. The DEP will be coming back. We also have Atlantic County involved now. The county OEM, Office of Emergency Management, is going to be coming out to take a look at it as well to see what resources they can give us towards an immediate short-term solution. We're trying to work now with the DEP. I guess the Army Corps says they want us to work close with the DEP on what they think would be appropriate there. So we're trying to get a response from them. They've come down to look at it. They're going back to talk with their people. They're coming back down. So they will hopefully be able to give us some better direction on what we need to do. But just so everybody knows, we are doing everything in our power, 1, to get a short-term solution, and 2, to move towards a long-term solution down there. We have Congressman Van Drew involved, Senator Vince Palestine involved, and our county executive, Dennis Levinson, involved. So we are hitting this from every level of government. Our team here at Brigantine has worked very, very hard to try to get answers, and we send out communications to the homeowners on a regular basis to make sure that they know what's going on, as well as involving the media. This is starting to get national media, or I say national, but statewide media attention now. So we're going to keep pushing this forward and work together with our partners at the Army Corps and NJDEP to find a solution. I will tell you, in all of our conversations with Congressman Van Drew's staff, with the congressman, and with the Army Corps and the DEP, I know that everybody's working in good faith to find a good solution for this. We are also looking at what we can do here at the city and at the state level to expedite the process for bulkheads. I know a number of the homeowners there are looking to put in bulkheads. So we're looking to see what we can do to expedite it here and on the state level. I know the state wants to review and make sure that that is the appropriate way to address it. And this is why we need state and federal guidance. We want to make sure that whatever decisions are made here in Brigantine fall in line, because this does fall under the regulations of the DEP, that this falls in line with what it is that they want us to do down there. A couple other municipalities in similar situations have just gone ahead and done what they wanted to do, which ended up in major litigation. We don't want things to get tied up in litigation. DEP is the regulating body over this. We want to make sure that our approaches are in line with what they want to see down there. So we're working on this, and we're going to continue to push this forward. I can tell you though that a number of shore municipalities are dealing with erosion issues this winter. The storms have been very, very bad. Atlantic City's got a lot of major issues with this. If you look at the pictures and stories that are out there, as long as some of the other South Jersey towns. I haven't talked with too many of the North Jersey guys, but this has been a hard year. Atlantic City's up for another beach replenishment. We're on like a 6 to 8 year cycle. They're on a 3 year cycle. They're up for a beach replenishment. They were told, my understanding is they were told by the state of New Jersey that most likely that replenishment won't happen until August, very much in line with when our replenishment was done. So we'll keep everybody posted on that. And as soon as we have more information, we're hoping to have more information soon. But I will tell you, I've never seen the Army Corps and DEP move so fast on an issue. I've never seen it happen. And I can tell you it's because we have good support at all levels, requesting that they come down here. Plus, I know our city manager has built a very good relationship with the DEP. So we thank you for that. I wanted to give an update on our ocean wind litigation on December 8th. Long Beach Township, I'm not going to name all the towns, but basically 8 municipalities, including Ventnor and Longport, had filed litigation concerning the Atlantic Shores wind turbine project, saying that it violates the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection's coastal regulations. And I can tell you that all of us involved in this are very disappointed that the judge dismissed the case, stating that neither homeowners nor municipalities have standing in the case. The court filing stated that the installation would be one of the largest, densest, and closest offshore wind farms in the world, and it identifies the severe impacts to our local economies, including fishing and tourism, property values, the environment, and marine life. The DEP coastal regulations prohibit development that threatens the scenic views and environment of the state of New Jersey. This case was filed because the mayors and local officials believe the DEP is too biased to make a fair and impartial decision because of the intense pressure from Governor Phil Murphy and his administration. Personally, I have a very hard time understanding how homeowners and municipalities have no standing in this case when these ocean wind projects will have major negative impacts to the ocean environment, our local economies, the values of people's homes, and will dramatically increase the cost of electricity paid by everybody in New Jersey. While I have tremendous respect for our legal system, I also understand the politics that are going on behind the scenes with the Murphy administration doing everything in its power to force these ocean wind projects down people's throat without any regard to the long-term and potentially irreversible damage that they will cause. I'm urging City Council and every other municipality in the state of New Jersey to fight these ocean wind projects with everything they have before it's too late. And I'm going to tell you now, the future of New Jersey depends on the action that all of us are willing to take. And I want to give you a good example. In North Jersey, where they're putting these wind turbines, they're 40 miles out. In South Jersey, they're 8. That's wrong. The energy that's coming from these 4th round and last round solicitations is going to New York City. It's not coming to New Jersey. When they held public hearings for some of these other projects that are up in North Jersey off of LBI, the public hearing was held in New York City. That's wrong. This is politics at its worst. These projects will have minimal to no impact on global warming. They will not reduce the cost of electricity, and they're an inconsistent energy source. This is nothing more than a money grab. And I'm gonna be honest with everybody. This is Murphy's legacy. He's using this as a path to the White House. He's climbing on our backs, and we're going to be stuck cleaning up the mess when he's gone. Every municipality in New Jersey needs to stand up and fight this. All right, this time we're going to open up the meeting to public comments. Anybody wishing to be heard, please come up, state your name and address for the record. Yes, John Johnson.
John Johnson, 36 Tokyo Beach Drive. The comment is to city manager, city council, department heads and chiefs. Excellent job at keeping the budget, no increased taxes to us. Excellent job. But my comment is, I pass that old 7-Eleven all the time, and I see no progress. So I'm wondering what happened with Santucci's. Do they have a building permit? middle of April and nothing started. Just makes me think it must be going bad.
They did get delayed. My understanding is they still intend to move forward. They're a little more delayed. They were hoping to be open by Memorial Day weekend. That's obviously not going to happen. I had the same concerns as you. I had somebody reach out to the owner who knows the owner personally. The owner said there were some delays and issues. That has all been resolved. They still at this point intend to move forward. I'm not sure where they are with the permit process, but I know they're in the process of getting all their paperwork in line.
Thank
you. Yes, thank you.
Good evening. Andrea Sullivan, 2000 Ocean Avenue. And spin off of John, I rode by there too because I'm a Santucci's fan. There's a whole pile of construction rubble outside in all this wind. Stuff's kicking around and it's not a dumpster, so I don't know if someone can swing by there and take a look. It's on the cove side of the building.
Yeah, they had it covered a couple days ago, but that cover's no
it was-
longer on it.
Yeah, it was like everywhere. It was like willy-nilly because I was down at the, Good Deal Water. Anyway, I guess my burning question still is, do we have an STR czar yet?
As I said before, there was a personnel issue. We've reposted the position, and that's where we're at in the process.
Any clue as when we're going to have somebody
So
in
it's
charge
posted.
of this?
So right now, it's not that no one's running it. We are looking for this. This position's been posted. As soon as we go through that process, we'll be looking to hire somebody on that. But behind the scenes, everything's still moving forward.
Because I can just share with you what's shared with me from other people who are concerned. They don't come to meetings, but they beat my ear and they send me emails. We're right on the curve of the summer.
Sure.
And they don't know who to turn to what. I mean, they reach out to me and of course I'm the squeaking wheel. And it's like, they don't know who, what, when, where, how. And then we're gonna get into the summer and then I'm just repeating what they're telling me. Then we'll be, well, I'm not up to speed. I'm new to the job. I got to get my feet wet. I got to get acclimated. And then the next thing you know, the summer's over.
So if I can, it sounds like you really don't have any faith in what we're doing.
Not me. Well, it's a shared
Well,
concern. We're all
I
on
know
the
that
same
it's a
page.
shared concern,
Yes.
But I know that we're moving this forward as fast as we can. There's certain things that we can't control, but I feel that you kind of ad lib to make it seem like we're not doing anything. And I can tell you, we're working very, very hard. And I will stand up for our city employees who are very much engaged in this. If there's an immediate issue, I know our police will respond to that. If there's other issues, there are other city employees that will address it as we've done in the past. And I think the biggest thing is communication. So if people have specific issues, then it's great that they report it to you, but those specific issues should be reported to the city. And I would ask, since we've put our new ordinances in place, have there been any specific issues or problems in your neighborhood?
I guess the concern is, it's just a generic concern across the board. We still have the revolving 2-day minimum, so forth and so on. We're still.
So I want to come back and ask though, since we put this in place, have there been specific issues in your neighborhood?
I'll give a specific. Chief Casamento is aware of a specific instance I've had,
But
but
since we put
it's
this
not
in
like
place-
related to the transient turnover. But I guess the question is, and I guess somebody brought up the insurance aspect of it, and I guess that was kind of what I'm talking about. When you're getting, who's to make sure that these STRs that function
So I
mostly
still- Andrew, you still haven't answered my question.
What?
Have there been
on
specific?
my street?
On your
I
street?
can't speak for,
It sounds, if there's an issue,
yes, there has been. I'm getting a shake of the head, yes.
all right, so if there's a specific issue, has it been reported? So I would say this.
Yes,
All right, so, and if it's been reported, is the city addressing it? Are they working towards it? So I would say this, Tiger, so whoever, if you could speak with Anita, because it seems like something's been reported, find out what that issue is, get the update, make sure that that is addressed.
I can
Because
speak.
that's, listen, this is how we're going to handle it, because I know you want to come in and do the speculation, and I respect that. But I'm going to tell you, we're doing everything in our power. If there's a specific issue and it's not being addressed properly, let us know. We're going to address it. We're moving this forward. We're doing everything in our power. We have the SDL system is up and live. We're rolling everything out. We're doing this. And I will tell you that I can't say that things have been 100% perfect, but I can tell you that the homeowners that are dealing, like these SDR owners, have really changed a lot of what they're doing. Many of them have gone out and hired professional managers to run their properties. We have seen major changes on the island. And I'm going to say, I don't know that it's perfect, but it's a lot better than it was.
Well, I
And a
agree.
lot of the issues we had weren't just during the summer, but we're in the off season, and it's been very quiet. So I think that's a good sign. And I agree with you. We need to move this forward. We were hoping to have somebody in place. It didn't work out. There was a situation beyond our control. We had to address it. We've addressed the situation. We've reposted the position. We're going to hire somebody as soon as we can, but we also want to make sure that we have somebody qualified in that position. And that is the most important thing, because at the end of the day, you want somebody who's going to do the job and do it right. And that is what we are offering. And we'll keep you updated as best as we can. And I will tell you, if there are specific emergent issues, anything emergent, call the police. If there's code violations, then call our code enforcement office and make sure that our city manager is aware of that. We're going to make sure that those issues are handled appropriately.
Here, Sarah, I do commend all the stuff that we've been wrestling with for the last year, all this, the new ordinance in place for governing STRs. I'm thrilled with it. The only thing is, like, now the question is, how is it being enforced and who's enforcing it? And honestly, the scuttlebutt is they really hate calling the police and like beating, the non-emergency number and send the police out. Oh, here we go again, another complaint from 20th Street and so forth and so on. I guess they just want to make sure that there's a protocol that they just follow a certain steps to get there without annoying the police. And we've done it because that's
So I'm
what we
gonna
have to
ask,
do.
Chief, is it an annoyance when people call about issues or complaints going on in their community?
It's the normal day.
No, but you would encourage, if somebody has an issue,
Yeah.
it's not a problem, it's not a burden.
No, and it's not just 20th Street. I mean, people call all the
Right.
time, neighbor disputes over a myriad of reasons. And,
Absolutely.
But I
So
can
it's
just-
not a burden,
Yeah, I could just say as a resident, like, you really hate to burden someone who's really,
but it's not a burden.
okay.
If there's an issue and there's a problem, please call and understand, in order for someone to lose their license, there has to be a violation. If the public doesn't notify us of what's going on, how do we take action?
Oh, believe me, you can trust me to notify. I
Perfect.
can't speak for everybody else. They notify me, but sometimes I feel like then they want me to notify them, and it becomes a chain of command, kind of loses its punch,
I understand.
you see, and it comes like, it ends up in my lap and I end up being the one complaining on their behalf. It's like, oh, here goes Andrea again. But it's not, it's just, if I have a beef, they hear from me.
Perfect.
And I just kind of funnel stuff your way. So
No, thank you.
I just want to make sure we have, the steps that they have to take so I can send them the information as to who they call, when they can call, and so forth.
Well, I'd say right now, if there's an emergent issue, you would call the police.
Okay.
If there's a code enforcement issue, call our code enforcement officer, our code enforcement office, and we're going to address it. If you feel or anyone in the community feels that things aren't being addressed fast enough, please let our city manager know. He will make sure that I, along with council, know, and will make sure that things continue to move
Oh,
forward.
yeah, well, you can rest assured, you'll always will hear from me if there's an issue.
Appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, Mrs. Phillips.
NH Phillips, 308 7th Street, Turbines. I believe you, council, was on the list to get the 37-page report that was done by DVP concerning the economic effects of these turbines. Am I correct?
I know I've received them. I can't speak on behalf of council.
Oh, well, it's for council.
I understand that it was
Yeah.
sent to everybody. I just can't speak on their behalf, but I know
Okay.
I've received them.
That yesterday's meeting of the county board of commissioners was rather disappointing. So very disappointing. There were several of us there from DVB, and there were people from other places who came to speak about opposition to these turbines. And I would say the prevalent response of the board was resolutions don't do any good. And I wish you had been there to give those comments you made just now on having to fight this and what effect it's going to have. And if you look that report. It also includes a summary of it, makes it easier, faster. to get behind things, but it's devastating as to how the economic effect it have on the county. And as the Board of Commissioners, they seem to be, well, it was that they were opposed to our opposition, but they didn't seem to feel that they could do anything. And I was really amazed, and I made my opinions firmly but nicely available and talked to some of them afterwards. But it's strange to me that they are sitting back and after doing that one resolution on the moratorium, they have done nothing. And I don't know what you can do anymore. I mean, we certainly appreciate what you've done, what the city's done in a leadership role, but very disappointed in the members of that board who just seem so complacent and uninterested, and they've gotten that report too, and that's devastating as to the effect it can have on this whole county, not just the coastal community. So all I can say is whatever you can do, your voice is strong, and it will have more effect than we seemed to have last night. We all spoke, and they sort of just sat there. And it was really, as they represent me, they represent all of us, and they might just as well not have been there. So I don't know what you can do, but light a fire under them somehow. But we didn't seem to make it. Maybe we made some impression, but they didn't vote to do anything, which is what I had asked. Each board member, as an individual and as a board, to educate themselves and find out what the effects of this will be, and then vote on it and do something. But don't just sit there and say, "Oh, gee, resolutions don't matter." And so they did nothing, and they weren't earning their pay yesterday. I can tell you that. So anything that you can do, because we consider you a leader in this tribe. There's no leadership on the county, unfortunately. So, thank you for listening, and
Thank you, Mrs. Phillips. We appreciate your support. Just,
Well, people are doing it, but certainly they represent the whole county. And I just don't think they have full awareness of how devastating these could be. So
We're disappointed.
it is disappointing. And they
us-
need to hear from you guys, because you're the elected officials over here. And maybe you can make some impression on it. So that's all I can say. We'll keep it up. But she did a fantastic job. This was Suzanne Moore. Right,
Yes.
right, yes. Research on that was tremendous, and the charts and everything. And people just don't, so many people just don't know what's going on. And they don't really consider the consequences of this and how we're being taken advantage of this. One thing I might suggest, Chitterelli is running for governor, no
Yes.
doubt about that. And I don't know whether he's made his position clear on this.
He's made it public. He's against him. I talked to him again this weekend. He told me, he said, "Vince, if I get elected governor, I'm stopping those things." So he told me point blank this weekend.
Well, I wish he'd make that public
He
too.
has said it publicly.
Well, I haven't read it anyplace
Yeah.
or heard it, and I would like to hear it. And people need it, because-
Absolutely.
So we need some champion up in North Jersey or statewide, because all I can say is we delay things, which is what we have that lawsuit now against the Board of Public Utilities. So we need to get involved in that. But 5 minutes are up. 5 minutes is up. Okay, thank you.
Well said, Mrs. Phillips.
And Mrs. Phillips, thank you for all the work that you've done with, I know you've attended a lot of meetings and you've advocated very well on behalf of Brigantine and South Jersey community. So thank you. It is appreciated. If there's no other public comment, close the public portion. Are there any final council comments?
Yeah, Mayor, I just wanted to say, Mrs. Phillips' comments and then also, your comment during our council discussion, here, it was actually touched on a lot of points. I didn't know if you're quite done yet. I was gonna give you. It was detailed, but, nice and tight at the same time. Just one other thing, I wanted to say when I spoke about the parade, I know it's your job or our three, supervisors or managers, I should say, in front of us, Public Works, Police Department, and Fire Department, the job they do just, every event that we have, but particularly the baseball one, that's the one that always stands out to me with all the kids organizing at the Fire Department, so, and then, setting everything up, right, Public Works, Police Department along the way, the adults along the route, besides the kids, just keeping everything very, it's your job, like I said, we do it extremely well, so. Superintendent Goring, Chief Gasamano, Chief Fuller, thank you.
One thing I want to add to Mrs. Phillips. I don't want to say too much yet, but I'm going to tell you there's a lot going on behind the scenes, and this ocean wind fight, the groundswell, is about to kick up the height. So understand there's a lot happening. We're going to fight this, and there's a lot of people behind the scenes. And there is a plan in place, and we're going to start executing it very soon. I think. So thank you. I'm not going to share it yet because I will tell you that just so you know, the ocean wind industry, they actually have people assigned to us. They monitor our meetings, they monitor our communications. They actually have trolls that troll me on Facebook. And it's funny because they comment, they try to put a lot of information out there that's, I don't want to say not factual, but it's not really correct and appropriate. And it's very interesting. So it's been fun. So I don't want to say too much now because I know they're listening. All right, so at this time, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Seeing none, motion passed. Meeting is over. Thank you very much for coming out, and watching your council team at work. Bye, everybody.